sometimes stuff happens. Let's
Does
do this. There we go. So there are your maps for your enjoyment. And if Ben, you want to start recording,
Already have.
we're gonna
Yeah, we've been recording for about 25 seconds now.
Nice.
outstanding. So you can. All right. So at the end of last game, we decided to end before a major battle took place. With it may or may not involve you, depending on how things go with you. If I recall correctly, no one has rolled any initiative for this battle.
that sounds right?
Yeah.
As far as the players go, NPCs are automatically rolled, so you can roll those. Now, as you are looking in and around, what you see is just a quick reminder. You see a series of 4 drow, a clear leader named Sirac. I'm going to do some pointing because you can't see if the mouse isn't over it here. And she clearly is wearing the garb of a spellcaster. She has 2 bodyguards here, obviously, and here. And there seems to be someone of a more roguish, studded leather, carrying crossbow and dual weapons. You don't know if she's a guard or a spy or what her role is there, but she is there in the back. And with the other side, you have, of course, the beholder. The beholder is slightly different in that this particular beholder seems to be injured or have some injuries. They don't look to be crippling very much, but it does seem to have some scars on it. It seems to have seen some battle that did not go the best that it could have, but apparently it's still here, so the battle could have been much worse. Here you have what appears to be a human noble. The human noble who seems to either be leading or the negotiator, diplomat, something of that nature, but he definitely doesn't look to be the most combat oriented creature. And then the rest of them, those 6 gentlemen, are, or ladies, they are thugs. They're labeled as thugs. The Zhentarim tend to rely on mercenaries more than highly trained representatives. They seem to be a meeting when you moved up. And as you moved up and the meeting was preparing to start, the drow in the studded leather at the back fired a crossbow bolt surreptitiously, or at least had the crossbow taken out surreptitiously, and released a crossbow bolt at the beholder, and it kicked off a rapid flurry of chaos and motion. So we're going to start with initiative.
And just to confirm one story aspect, the Zhentarim have something we need, right?
Yes. So the story aspect is you're trying to just to kind of break it down and from the end goal to where you're at. Your goal is to find out how the demon lords got into the prime world. How they got here is going to essentially allow you to determine how to get rid of them. Until you have that information, you can't do anything. So that's your goal. The presumption that you would be able to find this out is at a stone giant library named Graven Hollow that seems to have a magical knowledge collection, or rumored to have. And that is, of course, as you would imagine, a hidden library. There is a Zhentarim person who supposedly has a map, and that is from some spy reports that the Brigandier have here in Mantle Dareth. They have some operatives. So someone in the Zhentarim has a map, is what you know. So you're hoping by coming here you can find a map to get there to get the information. Otherwise, you're going to have to develop or find a new way of obtaining this information.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. I am going to let you guys adjust your music as needed. And with the initiative, I see all of them except Roland, of course, because Roland is not here. Does anybody have a strong desire to play Roland? I'm going to roll his initiative while people figure that out. But
Yeah, we need him in the fight anyways. Does anybody want to play him? Or?
well, if you choose to. Again, they're not attacking you. I'm not saying they won't, but
True.
Post Jerkus is closest to Roland.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Thank you, Mal.
Thanks, Mal. Just voted you in.
You've been voluntold.
I voluntold you.
well, so as that battle kicks off, that crossbow bolt goes flying, initiating the battle. And the first thing that the beholder does with the highest initiative there is levitate 20 feet in the air. It's now 20 feet in the air out of any attack range, as you would imagine. And it drops an anti-magic cone directly forward. Those of you who aren't familiar with the beholder, that does remind me, have any of you players, not character, ever fought a beholder?
I have not.
Nope.
Yeah. They suck.
Well, Zhentarim sucks anyway.
Yeah.
So we're definitely on Team Beholder today if we do fight, right? Is what I'm getting from this.
Well, we need info from the Zhentarim. Is it easier to get it from them dead or alive?
And also, we get to kill drow, which
Well,
kind of seems like a win-win.
Well,
Seems like
what?
This seems like a win for us.
Yeah, Drow has no problem with Drow.
All right.
So the anti-magic cone is an entire area that nullifies magic. If you have a magic weapon, it is not magical in here. You cannot activate magical in here. Say you have mage armor on, you run into the anti-magic cone, you don't have mage armor on. But it doesn't cancel it. It suppresses it. So you come out the other side, it comes back. That's why I asked, because it's one of those many things that people ask about. So if you're wearing magical armor, magical weapons, psychic blades, just random things you may or may not have, they don't work in here.
I noticed you said the word psychic blades. Was that just...
Okay. If it's magic, it doesn't work.
Shit.
Get my gauntlets of overpower.
Yeah.
My stone of good luck.
Okay, so the beholder actually, the eye ray is not an action, it's just an eye ray. It then moves 5 feet back. There we go. 5 feet back, and now that I've locked it, and 15 more feet up, putting his entire height from the ground. He was originally 5 feet off, he moved up 20, so now he is 40 feet into the air, and his anti-magic cone is there. He doesn't shoot any of those rumored painful legendary eye rays. Draw from that what you wish. Alright, Dronga, you are feeling less magical than you previously were.
Yeah, that's not great. Can I see smoke at this point?
Can you see who? What?
Can I see agile smoke?
It does appear that it's unlikely that you're able to see him very clearly. You are aware that his last known position was creeping around this column.
Yeah. And 18 steps.
I'm just gonna kind of look at Indomitable Spirit and just hold my action to... I can't hold my movement, can I? I'll hold my action to swing at anything if anybody comes near me. Like if any of the drow come near me.
Noted.
And sorry, I do not have... Yeah, I don't want to rage yet, so that'll be my turn for now.
So, the actual Zhentarim begin rushing forward and attacking. They seem to not have an over concern about that anti-magic field. Coming in, let's see, yes to all. About this. Swinging his mace, bringing it in here. He brings that mace down for a hit on the drow's armor, and it bounces off a little less than you would imagine. It seems to be a fairly good hit. With a cringe from the North Drow, they begin entering their melee, and as they do, you automatically are able to tell that the Drow have substantially more training than the Zhentarim. They're coming in weaving stabs with those blades in a manner that is not very pretty. So the first Zhentarim runs up, hits the drow on the shoulder. The mace does a little damage, and the compatriot bodyguard slides in, and a double cut thrust just impales the Zhentarim thug, dropping him to the ground in a pool of blood with one quick thrust before holding his ground. If there weren't a beholder, it would be very outmatched, you would imagine.
Yeah.
I'm going to help the Zhentarim, so I'm going to fire a hand crossbow bolt at the drow in the back, like back of the group.
Noted.
I did have stealth to make it. Do I have advantage on this attack or no?
You do.
Okay. Okay. Crossbow bolt fire! Good thing I got it too. Okay. I need to add that. Applied. And that. Not bad, anyways. And because I'm not accustomed to using the crossbow recently, my dread ambush that allows me to attack twice in one turn. Can I do that with a crossbow, or do I have to reload?
You cannot attack twice with a crossbow due to the fact that I don't believe you have the feat.
I do not. That's correct. So then I take that shot, and then I am going to move there. Yep. Sorry. 25. Just do like there. And then bonus action stealth back there. Sneak or whatever you want to call it.
Cunning action hide.
Yeah. And that'd be my turn.
What's your passive perception, Agile?
18. Step up.
In a unexpected situation, a shadow swoops out of the area and darkness above you, and a gargoyle that had previously been attached to one of the stone edifices hanging from the ceiling swoops down, slashing at you with one claw and one bite. And as he was able to bypass your perception, he gets advantage on both attacks, scoring 2 hits on you, lashing one of those rocky
Okay.
claws.
New ability.
Save.
When do I uncanny dodge?
It's up to you.
When it hits,
Do I see damage first, or do I not see damage?
Let me take a look at Uncanny Dodge. So that halves, I believe. Let's see. You can see. Well, it won't apply in this instance, but you just state it before the damage. But because you did not see him when he was attacking, you cannot use it against him.
Okay, fair enough.
So this gargoyle sweeps down from above, and it actually speaks to you in a guttural voice, saying something along the lines of, "You shan't kill the woman I love."
What the?
In a very confusing way, this gargoyle is not swooping and doing a flyby attack. It's actually lashing out at you for the explicit purposes of killing you.
That's nice.
And the battle continues to rage on the front side as these thugs attempt to weasel their way into some semblance of superiority against these drow, who are clearly better equipped and better trained, but it doesn't seem to be going very well.
Alright. Bezrikus is going to weave through the tents because he could not see what was going on. Alright. Okay. I'm worried about all of this. He's just going to go ahead and attack Drow Elite Warrior 1 TM with a Firebolt. Classic. We're going to find out if targeting someone who is within an anti-magic field with magic does anything.
And your firebolts fly towards them and hit the anti-magic field where it fizzles on
No.
contact,
A poo.
wasting a
there's
critical.
Lots of very angry sounding draconic coming from the tents. That's all he's going to do.
coming from the tiny little dragon.
Yes.
Well, that's frustrating because that's a critical hit that just friggin' went out the window.
Yeah.
Ah, well. There'll be more.
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
I can only assume that if I can see them, they can see me. Is this correct?
It depends on. It's a good assumption, but not always true.
Okay, because I can only, since I'm not able to do much of anything with my magic stuff, which consists of like 90% of my arsenal.
Simply
Finally,
punch.
I mean, I can punch, I can use my claws, or I can use my short bow. And I think I'm probably going to go ahead and use my short bow, and I'm just going to just do what Smoke did and just aim at the drow leader at the back. Now I can attack twice with a short bow. Is this correct?
Yes.
All right.
Oh man.
Okay, and with that, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna get the hell out of Dodge. At least I'm gonna. Yeah. Sort of back out here, at least out of the anti-magic field, if nothing else. And I'm going to call that a turn.
His turn.
Let's go ahead and remove him
Yep.
from the battle just for ease. So, this leader, choosing to stay in the fight with his noble warriors, tries to lunge forward after drawing a skinny-bladed rapier, and it quickly smacks against that fine drow metal armor, likely crafted prior to the genocide instigated by this party in Gracklestug, and does no damage.
You like figure that up a lot, don't you?
I do.
What's not there?
Peebles, seeing
Self-defense
the
genocide.
Peebles decides this is not the place to be, and uses a double move to not be here anymore.
Get Addle the fuck out of there.
Taking that attack of opportunity there, she, the leader, taking just that opening to a hit from that mace, she moves backwards. Probably misjudged, but it is what it is. He managed to score a pretty solid hit on her, but she still decides that it is worth it as she moves 20 feet, and once she is safely out of the way, she lets loose with a spell, and that spell for her is lightning bolt, and she fires that lightning bolt, that 5-foot wide beam of lightning right here. Aimed that one the wrong way. I apologize. I was aiming for these two, and of course, angling it up to hit the beholder. She's able to get Thug 29 and the beholder, not Thug 31. Yeah, it's control. Always mess that up. So she lets loose a bolt of lightning flying upwards at both of them, and the Thug does not see it coming, is blinded and hit, but the beholder dodges partially, still taking a scorching bolt of lightning, leaving the Thug scorched on half his body, and then she uses the 10 points of movement that she has left to move back into the anti-magic field. It seems that the thugs from the Zhentarim are recognizing that a wizard, apparently,
Holy
she is
cow.
a crit magnet. Let's see if I can roll one more of those and deduct 2 off of her damage, because I didn't click the crit button, even though I have it at the bottom. As expected, as they charge their boss, these drow bodyguards move with the intention of guarding her body, as you would guess. This happy young lady, who apparently started the entire fight, moves over towards the burnt, unhappy Thug and is swinging that short sword with the intention of getting this over quickly, cutting him down without a whole lot of effort before, let's get this going. She activates a levitate ability that she has, seemingly from an object, and she begins to levitate. Let's see. need to get the distance on that. 20 feet. So she levitates. Let me put this on. Get this concentration put on. There we go. And she levitates 20 feet. And finishing up, that's all she has. That'll be the total of her 30 feet of movement. And it brings it to Roland.
Yeah. WWRD. What would Roland do? I am trying to just parse his abilities still. So for now, he's going to probably just move in a little bit so he can get ready to heal anyone that gets hurt. Because I don't know what else to do for him. I guess Wild Shape?
Yeah,
Wild shape it is. Do you know how to use that wild shape?
Vaguely. I'm assuming I just press this active button.
I clicked actions. Yeah, if you pick the right animal. You pick the animal you like, you click active. It should activate.
Alright, we'll go for the classic.
What? You got it.
I don't know if that worked. It worked! Alright, the Allosaurus with the night vision goggles.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Probably going to use the rest of his movement. He's got 40 feet left, so he's just going to go that way for now. And while... Nah, let's not let him run off on his own too much. We'll just leave him here for now. Alright, that's it.
So bear in mind that wild shape is a magical effect.
Ah. Can he stop? Can he have been stopped on the outside of the old...
That's fine.
What's it called?
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. I didn't know it was a magical effect. I thought it was just his body did that.
It's a magical.
Oh, good timing.
Timing? You sure?
Yeah, your turn just ended.
Oh, cool.
I turned you into an Allosaurus and moved you closer to the danger.
Thank you.
Hey, Tanner.
What's up?
We were getting worried.
Nothing. I was helping Sarah with, or my wife with the traffic ticket, and because she needs emotional support for pretty much everything, and just lost track of time.
No worries.
Who needed? I need emotional support for everything.
Right?
I don't know what that feels like.
My wife got mad. My wife got mad at me because I went to the gas station to buy a bag of ice, and she said I should have got her eggs. She was tired. I don't think she knows the gas station doesn't sell eggs.
I don't know if you want gas station eggs anyway. Even if
No.
they sold them.
That's what I'm saying. All right. Let's dive in as Tanner gets connected. Are you fully in?
Just connecting
Or not?
now. Not in yet.
All right. Let me clear up your character, and then I will start the thug's turn. There we go. So this thug, he managed to avoid a bit of the damage. I'm going to put him here because he's on the ground as opposed to the young lady who is levitating. They've decided to get involved in the battle.
And I wanted to remain neutral. Should have showed up, I guess.
Mm-hmm. That's in my Monday game. The party found a Modron, and one player was gone, and so they added the Modron to the party as the sixth person, and they named him 5 of 6 because the player who decided not to show up is 6 of 6. He ranked lower because the Modron showed up.
Rough.
Nice.
Got it.
All right. You need the map? I'm
Yes,
guessing?
please. Yeah, I think because I'm an Allosaurus, I can't click on my token.
There you go.
Thank you.
Oh, also, if you walk into that purple cone, you'll stop being an Allosaurus.
Cool.
Yep.
Have you
And
ever fought a beholder, Tanner?
Sorry?
Have you ever fought a beholder?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think. I don't remember. A mini one, Observer, or whatever the fuck they're called.
We're currently on Team Beholder
Spectator.
and Thugs. However,
Yeah.
We're on Team Beholder. Cool.
Yeah.
they don't know that, but that's what we're hoping they understand when we start stabbing drow.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
It's okay.
He can change his gaze. Where the fuck am I?
So the
The giant Allosaurus by the big ass tent.
I can't see my guy.
He's blind.
I will deactivate your Allosaurus with a slight bit of lag,
There we go.
and then you can re-Allosaurus yourself at your whim.
Sounds like a plan.
I still have
As
his
with-
character sheet for some reason. Very strange.
Get rid of it. I'll just have to do it on my turn. Cool.
Okay, so you were an Allosaurus. I'll let you apply that back. So the Beholder moves his anti-magic cone with a subtle shift there, and at the start of each, he can decide which way it faces. It's not an action or anything, and it is a bit jarring why a trained drow warrior would levitate this close to an anti-magic field, but she did, and now she is falling 20 feet. We'll wait till her turn to do that damage, but the actual Beholder is now about to have some fun. It aims its weaponry at the first drow that it has, the only drow it has in range, and the drow fails its save, and this purplish black ray shoots from one of its eye appendages, striking the drow, and its flesh around where it struck begins to wither and decay, leaving the drow very, very uncomfortable, for lack of a better word.
I hope he
And-
notices that we're stabbing the drow too, then.
The second ray it fires out is aimed at the exact same drow. This drow actually manages to resist that ray. He seems to shake that one off, and a third ray comes out, all one after the other, and the drow again resists the effect, but it can't change the fact that it has a massive amount of flesh decay. Drunga, it's a bad day to be a drow.
Sure fucking is. I am, hold on, where's my character sheet? I'm gonna run in. 35, so I can move 70 feet. So I will move. Oh man. You know what? I'm gonna use my double dash, but I'm only gonna go to 45 feet. So right about
Okay.
here. And then I will hold my. No, I use my double dash with my action. Yeah, I feel like that's the right call. All right, that is it for this turn. Next time, I'm gonna mess some stuff up.
next time. So this drow is having a rough day, but it doesn't seem overly concerned about the ones in front of him. So he comes out swinging with that short sword, getting a solid hit on the thug to his right, bringing that short sword back up. And as he slashes, he actually brings it down and around and tries to cut the noble and the unarmored noble, I will say, or not heavily armored, and misses. Agile Smoke, you are facing a very pissed off and apparently lovesick gargoyle under the effects of an anti-magic ray.
Yeah, we've all been there. Speaking of which, does the gargoyle show any side effects from the magic ray being on him?
Say again?
Does the gargoyle feel any effects from the ray being on him? Like the anti-magic?
No, his are natural abilities. He's not going to lose the ability to move.
Okay.
That's.
I mean, A for effort, though.
I love that you say A for.
Can I make a persuasion check to make him believe that he can't move? No, I'm joking. Wrong character. I will bonus action, cunning action, disengage. Just say in undercommon, because I think he spoke to me in undercommon, right?
He did.
I'll just say in undercommon, sorry, and I'll disengage and run away. To there to start. And then I'm pretty close to the drow now. Feline agility. To there. Action is going to be a psychic dagger thrown at Drow Elite Warrior number 1. I had stealthed with a 28 previously. Is that still?
You are still stealthed? Yes, because you didn't attack.
So do I have advantage on this attack?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Leave attack, no? Is it
That's
so?
my advantage, yeah.
Nice.
What can I click that? There we go. Okay, done with the good weapon. Psychic Blade! Oh, it hit, nice. That's a lot of ones.
Oh. Very critical though.
And that's gonna be my turn.
Well, there's that. And the gargoyle, either accepting your apology or having something else that is concerning to it, flies directly at the beholder and begins lashing out at it with claw and fang. Getting an actual hit with that claw, slashing on some of the rubbery hide of the beholder. The beholder does not look, but it definitely doesn't look very wounded either. As these thugs continue swinging away at these drow, they manage to score hits, occasionally sliding them in here, sliding them in there, getting these attacks. Even with advantage, coming out with a double miss.
All right. Now, here's a question that I should have asked earlier. Does pack tactics work if I'm not necessarily technically, legally allied with the people that are fighting? against my target.
Technically, legally speaking.
So let me read your pack tactics. The reason
It
why,
says allies specifically, which makes me think no.
then no. Pack
Alright.
tactics is different than some other abilities like sneak attack.
Alright, we're still firebolting.
Hey.
Okay,
Oh.
you die! And then he's gonna scurry over here. Why not?
I will approve that 1 second. I'm opening the door to my office for the cat that is scratching annoyedly at it.
Yep.
How dare you lock me out of my office? She don't pay any bills.
Well, Spirit's basically gonna call after Peebles as if, like, you know, where he's going. And she kind of hesitates, like, debating on whether she wants to chase after him. But then she decides, now these thugs and everyone else, they're the Zhentarim, he said?
Zhentarim.
Yeah.
It's a surface organization.
And we need to coordinate with them to get what we need for Graven Hollow, right?
That's what we're thinking.
Yeah. She doesn't really like this, but she is going to go ahead. She's going to charge on forward. And she's going to go ahead and use her short bow again. And once again, damn, I was hoping that would do him in, but all right. And then use my 10 feet and just retreat back again. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. There we go.
There you go. So that noble continues to fight, not doing anything, but he's trying.
He's fighting for his life out here.
Yeah.
Fucking Peebles.
The drow caster moves out of the area and, seeming to have to make a choice, she chooses to release another lightning bolt at the beholder and getting thug number 33 in it, and not able to get Gaz from Duloc. I'm going to skip Pyagram's theorem and just say that that close to the beholder, he's going to be far enough below for her to hit a 40-foot beholder in the air. That seems Pyagram's theorem unnecessary. I can do it, but I don't want to.
Yeah, good choice.
But
Nobody needs
she,
that.
casting it at a higher level than is required, she gets a couple extra damage dice, sliding in, killing the thug, aiming her magic just properly. I'll delete that thug in a little while. And apparently scarring the beholder pretty effectively before moving back into the anti-magic area. This time taking a little bit of cover. Where is he? There he is. Goodbye. Alright, so the thugs continue to swing away.
Be thugging.
They do. They do indeed. Oh, I applied a disadvantage on accident, so I'm just gonna re-roll those since there was something in there, a crit that got dropped, and it's not against a player, so it's not a huge concern. As one would expect, the drow are fighting without any major concern for not being able to take these humans, poorly trained though they are, stabbing behind him, killing the one behind him, swinging his short sword around, stabbing the one in front of him, and seemingly to bring that completely back around. And this young lady, Kinyel, falls 20 feet, taking 8 points of damage as she slams heavily into the ground. It expired her concentration, but there is the fact that, it's dispelled. She does hit the ground. The fall occurred between then and now, and she moves out of the area here, aims her happy little crossbow, light crossbow, up at the beholder and releases and misses, and then decides to take some cover. That would be too many feet. There we go. Rolling. It is a mess up there.
Okay. So we're basically just helping the thugs because they're on the side of the beholder, right? And we don't want to fuck with the beholder.
And also
That's
because
the
the Zhentarim has information we need.
Okay. Cool.
And also because we get to kill drow. And also because we don't want to fuck with the beholder.
Yeah.
Also because we don't want to fuck with the beholder.
I'm assuming I can't get in that beam, or else I'm gonna get out of wild shape.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then I'm just gonna go for this fucking guy.
All right.
Where's my Allosaurus sheet? This is my Allosaurus sheet.
Your
And I will do. Oh, I did not go in a 30-foot line, so I will just do a bite attack. Fuck yes.
Hey.
Chomp down. I basically just jump down on his head, give him a little wiggle, spin him back out. And that's pretty much all I can do because I don't think I can attack the other ones. Unless I
You
go for
can.
the other. I could go for the other. Well, I'm not going in that beam. I use 25. I can move another 45 or 35. Let's circle around this way. And that's it.
All right. So this thug takes a pretty vicious stab after watching his companion get cut down. Either he's very brave, or he's come to the realization that once you're trapped in the Underdark, you might as well fight your way. Because what are you gonna do? Run away? So the beholder seems to be a bit sick of these drow, and it drops its anti-magic cone and then begins firing rays. First and foremost, it fires a ray at the mage, who was previously safe, and he hits her with that purplish blackish ray, dropping that incredibly withering, destructive ray upon the drow, putting her in the dead book very quickly. After that, it is going to use its bite attack on this junky gargoyle who is lashing out at it, getting a miss, and it stays right here, but it is apparently not super pleased with it being under attack.
Okay. I'm gonna run right up to here. I'm going. Whoops. 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 Oh shit. Where's my... I'm gonna rage.
Right.
This one. And then, because he's not my ally, I don't get advantage, right? Or do I
That
get,
is, you
like-
do get advantage.
I do get advantage.
You don't need to have an ally on the other side, just someone that's an enemy to the person you're flanking.
Gotcha. Okay. So then I won't reckless. So I'll just do the rage. And then I will attack and attack again at advantage. Boop. Alright, so there's one attack. Okay. Not bad. And second attack. Double fives. What bullshit.
Better than
And
double ones.
yeah, that's true. Already used my bonus action for rage, both my attacks and my movement. I think that means I'm good to go. It is your turn, though.
Yeah. Move up to this tent flap-ish area. And I'm going to throw a dagger at the target Drongo is whooping on.
Okay.
I'm not stealth, so just a regular attack. Whew!
Hell yeah.
But I do get sneak attack. That's going to be a lot of dice. Here we go. That's a lot of dice. I'll catch him like right in the neck with it and just drop him as the blade reappears in my hand.
All right. So that drow goes down.
And I will use the rest of my movement just to get back behind here. And as I like move back behind there, I'd like to use my cutting action to try and hide. Meh.
So at the end of your turn, the gargoyle snaps that same ray around and hits. Let's see. It hits the gargoyle right in the chest. The gargoyle obviously dodges a little bit of it, but he still takes a full-on blast of Intervision necrotic ray directly to its chest, and it, for its credit, continues to bite and claw at the beholder, slashing away, missing, probably because he just had a large chunk of his body necrotically manipulated. Let's see. You can get to here, passing through his superior and swinging that mace unsuccessfully, but you know, what are you gonna do?
That's a good question. Because Turkus is going to follow the Allosaurus because it seems safe back here. Just gonna dash.
Adjacent.
Yeah, its safety is relative. He feels pretty safe behind the giant lizard.
Right.
To him, right here, the Underdark is a pretty safe place.
Sure.
Well, I'm not really able to do much of anything. I could probably go ahead and use my short bow like I have been doing and see about trying to hit this gargoyle. Nice.
Nice.
And then take aim again and let loose another arrow. And miss. And with that, she's going to go ahead and move up herself. And that's pretty much it for me.
All right, I'll move you The leader, having apparently seen enough combat, stands back and watches the battle unfold. And seeing herself closed in, the drow spins around and lets out a quick attack against this happy fellow, getting one solid hit on him with that drow blade, and apparently he suffers some ill effects of the poisoning she has apparently coated on her weapon, and cuts him down in 2 quick slashes, dropping the thug, at which point she moves here and draws out her crossbow.
Kick his ass, Roland.
Sorry. Yeah. Kick whose ass?
Ah! I don't know, someone's.
The beholder.
I was going for the check around the corner here, but
An ass needs to be kicked.
an ass, an ass.
I'll move you so
Oh,
you
there
can
she
see.
is. Yeah, that's helpful. I didn't know where she went. And then oh, where the fuck did my... Those moved. Why did those move? Move behind my map. Alright. And yeah, I'll just try and give her a good old fucking bite. And I won't. I tried. That's it for me. Get too much when I'm an Allosaurus, that's fine.
Have you tried using your Glock?
You know what? I just couldn't reach it.
We forgot about that, didn't we?
He stuck it in his Allosaurus pockets, you know?
Yeah. Hard to get in there. They're fucking tight.
In my other Allosaurus pants. I left my Allosaurus Glock in my other Allosaurus pants.
My
Using
Allosaurus.
that enemy on the other side, he's swinging this mace for reckless abandon, and apparently got 2 reckless for the abandon and did nothing of effect. And the gargoyle, that was not what I wanted to do. I wanted to provoke a Constitution saving throw. There we go. As that gargoyle catches another face full of that necrotic ray, before as the necrotic ray burns a hole in the chest of that gargoyle, the beholder lowers his other rays, first aiming a apparently restraining ray, and telekinetically locks the arms and legs of the only remaining drow together, snapping her legs together with her arms at her side, and she cannot move.
Surrender now and maybe we won't kill you.
Likely!
They don't share that thought process.
I'm not saying that in character. I'm just being stupid.
Okay. I'll book it up to here.
Got it.
And then I'm still raging, so I'm going to actually, do I get advantage from this point, or do I have to be kind of like over here?
You'd have to be over there.
Okay, so
But
I'll take 5 feet off my movement then, and I'll go here. And then I'll go, today you die. And then I'll attack. Nice. Hey!
Hell
like,
yeah.
like the cheering on the music part at the same time as I got the critical.
Does it? Like it's programmed that way.
yes, I programmed it automatically.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Oh,
Tony's the boss.
I've never noticed that. That's so freaking wicked. Okay. And second attack. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. And come on. And then I'm gonna look at this. Is it? I'm just trying to remember. I have like an innate ability for being a Duergar. And I haven't done it before.
I'm having trouble hearing you. You're breaking up a little bit.
Oh, sorry. It's because I've got my computer in front of my face. I have like the innate magic to enlarge myself, but I don't know if it's as an action or a bonus action.
I believe it's. Let's check. Wergar Magic. You reach 3rd level, you can cast. It would be an action.
Okay, so then I can't do it then. Okay. So I did my 2 attacks, my movement. I don't have a bonus action to use, so that is my turn. It is your turn.
And work my way. I'll dash to here. Coming up beside the noble, right? He's noble-esque, right? I'm just going to extend my hand with an interaction and just say, "Hello, I'm Agile Smoke. This is well, I'm part of this Zhentarim party. Nice to meet you."
The noble is surprised. He spins around with his rapier. Then, taking a look at you, he asks you what you are doing here and how you found it. But we will postpone the conversation ever so slightly to make sure that we can resolve the battle.
Yes! Let's see. What spell is he going to cast? Uh-oh. Well, he doesn't have any, not too many damaging, non-AoE spells equipped right now, so he's just gonna go ahead and hit her with another firebolt, baby.
Cantrip for days.
Okay!
Alright, guess it's time for the monk to just finish off as per usual. Withdrawing her drow short sword, she's just gonna run on up front here and just do it to her. And just take the blade and just stab her right in the face. Right between the eyes. Just, finish her off.
Right between the eyes.
Kind of poetic. Think about it.
And tell your Spider Queen we're coming after her next.
All right. We'll put her as dead. I'll pause this music. Well, this music, anyways. There we go. Okay, so as you guys are taking a look, Gazrim Dulak introduces himself as the lead negotiator of the Zhentarim faction. And he asks, once he gets things in order, after he orders his men to his man, he orders his man
His
The
one
only
remaining man.
survivor.
to cease battle, and the beholder floats above. He asks what you guys are doing here.
We are a
Looking for you.
Helping!
Among other things.
all of these things are true. Yes.
But like,
Hey.
outsiders are not allowed inside of Mantle Dareth. How did you get in? Who do you represent? There is a little bit of strife in the town. I need some information.
We represent a third party or fourth or a party you do not know. To remain anonymous. But the easiest way to say is laissez-faire, yet direct. We need information. We come to trade. We are not involved in direct conflict here. However, we do not like drow.
He nods slightly, not totally convinced, but he asks, "What is it that you need or want? Because you did not decide to intervene in the battle to just kill drow, and you aren't
That's what you think!
introducing yourself. And
Yes,
I presume you are not introducing yourself just for the pleasantries. We have some chaos to deal with. So I would ask you to be blunt with what it is that you want."
We seek information, specifically those regarding the goings on of rumors regarding appearances of the demon lords. Information that can only be obtained at a specific library known as Grave Hollow. Our anonymous benefactor indicated that you might have some information that could assist us in locating that particular library.
He seems a bit taken back before saying, "I do indeed have some information about that, and I would normally charge quite a considerable amount for this information, but I will provide you with what it is you need to get to Graven Hollow in exchange for two things. One, the services you've rendered today. And two, I would like the information, all the information you obtain about the demon lords, to be communicated to me." And he hands you two things. He hands you a gem, and he says this will allow you to send a message to me once you obtain the information. He doesn't. He holds it out to you, and in his other hand, he pulls his ring off and holds that out. He says this ring will guide you to the Stone Giant Library, and if you agree to the terms to provide me all information you gain, I will consider it a worthwhile investment.
Spirit looks over at Smoke and we still have the telepathic link going on, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Spirit just telepathically says to Smoke, Jarl Axel didn't mention having only requesting him alone have that information, right? We can freely share this information with our new friend here as well.
We should probably freely share it. Yes.
I said I don't have a problem with this. I agree to those terms. What say to the rest of the party?
Continue.
Well, go ahead.
Dronga
He
always forgets.
continues to hold him out, waiting for you guys to discuss it.
Dronga always forgets it's a telepathic link, so she'll say out loud, "Yeah, all right, that's okay with me."
Yep.
Roland would speak out loud too, but he's an Allosaurus, so yeah, he says telepathically, yeah, that's fine.
All right.
I have no qualms with this.
I was just
Yes.
going to say, we'll just take your silent nod as an agreement. And she says, yeah, we find those terms acceptable. We'll go ahead and we'll take care of that. Rest assured, whatever information we find, we'll report back to you in full.
Would you mind if we have first dibs at the perusing the fallen adversaries?
He
First.
doesn't seem overly convinced by that, but he asks what it is that you're looking for, because though he appreciates your assistance, he's not convinced that it would not have gone the same way with his forces.
You mean at the hollows, or do you mean on their bodies?
On their bodies. He could have killed them without you, so he's
Yeah, I'll
not
just-
inclined to share all the loot with you.
Just looking for good things. But maybe we split the halvesies?
He takes a look around at the bodies before making a motion for you to take what you want.
You can have all of the left-handed swords. I will go over to the was it a priestess who had the crossbow who started the fighting?
She was some type of spy, assassin, rogue of types.
So I'll pull my hood back because I haven't done that since becoming a Gloomstalker. I'll pull my hood back, and I had a feather tucked behind my one ear. I'll pull it out and cast Speak with Dead on this individual drow.
Mm-hmm.
So I just try to remember how this spell works. I got 3 questions, I think, right?
I believe it is 3 questions.
Fill
You
the dead.
basically say, answer me these questions 3.
Yeah, you have to say it like that, though. But before, how late are we playing? 9:30, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
All right, so 9:30 will be what it is, and we will do these questions and then pick up from there. But your questions 3 are free to be asked.
What is your quest?
No. What?
What is your favorite color?
How do I fake an accent while doing an accent that I don't naturally? No.
It's good questions.
What? No. Why did you attack the Zhentarim?
I'm taking a look at the spell to make sure I understand it real quick.
I think an element is that they don't have to be.
They have to tell the truth, I think, but they don't have to be clear about it.
5 questions.
Holy shit, really?
Knows what it knew in life, including the languages it knew. Answers are usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive. And it doesn't have to be truthful. If it was, we did kill her, so
that's also fair.
It doesn't return the soul to the body. It's only animating the spirit, and it doesn't know anything new or anything that's happened since it died.
1 second. All right. So, why did she attack the Zhentarim? Is your question correct?
Yeah, and I'm gonna place my hand up her sleeve when I do that. Just grab something and like as if I'm just like grabbing her hand as I ask the question, as if I'm like consoling her that she's dead. I'll do a sleight of hand check on that.
In the tower, please. All right.
Yes.
The spectral voice answers out.
I was paid to assassinate the Behold.
Oh, that changes my next question. Who paid you to do this?
Gargoyle.
Just to confirm, it did say gargoyle, right?
Correct.
Right, that's 3 down.
No.
Amazing.
What is who was the gargoyle then?
I do not know him.
Yeah, okay. Was this? Are you responsible for the greater conflict happening here?
No.
Okay. And of course, the last question: what's your favorite color?
The connection drops.
Son of a! So the gargoyle. And I'll turn to the Lord. Why did the gargoyle want to kill you?
The beholder has already started to float away and has no. It doesn't even deign to answer you
Fair enough.
for one reason or another. He is not answering questions. But the noble Gazrim shrugs. The drow and the Zhentarim have been on relatively good terms. So they honestly did not expect them at the attack. They are not in any hostile nature with them.
One of these drow was a wizard, correct? Or
Yes.
magical?
She was magical. She does not have a spellbook.
I figured. Couldn't hurt to check.
It couldn't. Most wizards don't carry their spellbook on them if they're
Mhm.
like in and around their home. So
Yeah.
you could try and break into her home.
Yeah. Is Kostricus around her body?
Yeah, actually, you're right by her body.
Perfect. Kostricus lifts up one of her hands and like examines her for a second, and then looks over at the noble and says, "Can I keep this?"
The hand?
No, the whole thing.
They don't care what you do.
Okay.
They're yours to deal with.
Follow-up
That's up to
question:
your party.
Is necromancy illegal here?
He gives like a bit of a sneer, and then he looks to the rest of the party, Agile Smoke specifically, and says, "As long as you take it with you, I do not care what you do."
Okay. And then he starts casting Animate Dead. All right, that's all he's gonna do.
Can we give all the bodies just a quick like rub down and see what we get?
Yeah, there's no magical weapons. They're well crafted. If you're looking for magical gear, there's nothing magical on them.
I do.
If
They're
if there
poison?
was, they would have used it.
Right.
Say Spirit
Yeah, it
turns.
wasn't going that well for them.
Yeah, Spirit turns to Gazram and just says, "By the by, not that you probably know anything, but," and she gestures over to herself and to Smoke. I said, "You didn't happen to see any other beings like myself and my companion around recently, have you?"
He shakes his head almost immediately, saying, "No, though I am aware of your kind, I have not seen any for quite some time, and certainly never since I took the assignment in the Underdark."
Not since I left my manor house this morning.
Spirit looks somewhat, not so much resigned, but more like, yeah, that's what I kind of expected. And she just kind of gives a nod and says, "Figured as much. Thank you anyway."
He gives a courtly nod. And that will be the game for the day. I
Oh
will let
wow!
you go
Ending
on your...
credits music.
Dun, dun, dun.
Roger that. Roger.
Roger,
Roger, Roger.
Roger, Roger.
Do it. Roger.
See, that was really good, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry I was late.
Ah, these
Late.
things happen.
Sorry we couldn't make it last week.
No biggie.
Well, good game, everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, good game.
Mm-hmm.
One second.
Muscle relaxer.
Uh-oh.
Pass
Not
the
you.
fuck.
Go ahead. Get some rest.
Yeah, I will.
Definitely.
See ya.
Have a good one, guys.
Yeah, see you later. See you next week.
Yes, take it easy, everyone. Be safe.
Looking forward
bye.
to it.
Make good choices.
Never.
Yeah,
Don't
okay.
tell me what kind of choices to make.
No shit.
Kind of like how I sometimes mess around with my buddy at work. He tells me be good whenever I leave for the morning. I just tell him, you're no fun.
There you go. Same but different. Same but different.
Yeah.
All right, good night, guys.
Later, y'all.
Night.